It's ironic how some women believe their education makes them superior. You spent 4 years earning a psychology degree, only to be manipulated by a guy who dropped out in 10th grade. Ooh.
Forget 100 men versus 1 gorilla. We give you 5 women versus 1 man.
Out silent now, as opposed to when the Saints have the ball. Oh, look at this run! What a run!
Oh, shit.
Lynch. Still on his feet.
He's still going.
Has blockers now. He's dancing his way to the
Wow.
touchdown.
He's still standing.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
This is my first question. If you're trying to take someone down, the best place to do it is below the neck. Go for the legs, but none of them trying to do that. This is just the strength of an average dude, and it took them that long, 5 of them, to get that man down on the ground. And that was without him defending himself as well. It's a good thing female police officers have a belt full of equipment, because yeah, I think they'd have a real hard time out there in the streets. Modern woman believes going to Applebee's or Chili's is like going to McDonald's and refuses to go there.
The guy says, you know what, I want to take you out, we going out, let's go. And then he comes up with an option. What's an option that you say, nah, that ain't for me?
I mean, I don't do Applebee's and Chili's and Red Robin and places like that.
What's wrong with those places?
But I'm going to definitely express that. And suggest
why? Wait, why? Tell me why.
Yeah, why?
Because I feel like those places are just like sit down McDonald's. I don't think there's anything spectacular about the food. It's all stuff that they're just heating up in the microwave anyway. They aren't. You go back in the kitchen at Chili's and Applebee's, they're not cooking back there.
Yeah, but it's casual. What's wrong with that?
They're heating up frozen food. I could do that at the house. So let's go somewhere where.
All right. So I just want to point out, since we're probably not going to get sponsored by any of these people now, I might as well just say you might be right, but like. Cheesecake Factory ain't no different. You just happen to like the Cheesecake Factory. So for you, it's a quality of food thing. What if it's not a budget issue per se then for you? It's a quality. So if there are a restaurant that costs just as much or just as little, you'd be okay with it. You just don't want to be in a chain restaurant.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's necessarily like a chain restaurant. I just, like you said, I want somewhere where where the quality of the food is gonna be good. Like
somewhere expensive, I bet.
Let's enjoy. If we're gonna enjoy this date, let's enjoy the food. I'm a foodie, so clearly.
Well, no fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't think you need to state you're a foodie, mate. I think we know that one. But there's nothing wrong with going somewhere casual. You know, even a flipping donut shop. Get a coffee and a donut and go for a walk. There's nothing wrong with that. Low investment. Forking out on flipping lobsters and all this shit coming out to the table. You don't even know. She might walk out and never see you again, and you've got a $200 bill.
Today is my 3-year wedding anniversary. I've never hated another person more than I hate the person that I married. Well, I run my ass
Why'd you marry him then?
off and I do everything for everybody in my life. Like me, my kids, him. He goes to work and works enough.
Okay.
That's it. He works. Yeah, his job's hard. Yeah, his hours suck. But he works. That is all he does. I am in a different town because I had to take my kids to their football practice. And I asked him to watch our daughter. And you know what he did? He slept. He slept since he got home.
Probably because he's tired from work. What are you talking about? This is just proof that whatever you do, guys, is never good enough, is it? For some women.
I did homework. I fed the kids. I took my son to speech. I went to the bank. I paid people to mow my yard because, you know, he can't mow the yard anymore. I got them ready for football. I took them to football. I tried taking care of myself and went on a walk. But, you know, when I started realizing I hadn't heard from him, I'm calling and calling and calling and begging for the bare minimum of him to watch our fucking daughter, to cut up a watermelon, and to make dinner. I mean, that is absolutely bare minimum. I am a married single mom. That's what I am. Yeah, I don't work. But the amount of weight I carry, I can tell you why I've stayed. Money.
I don't work. Wow. Wow.
It's that simple. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. He used to want me to be a stay-at-home mom. Now he just doesn't care.
Why are you the way that you are?
There's no way this is real. There's no way. There's no way this is real, guys. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mum. Now she is a stay-at-home mum. It's all a problem. She's out in her car recording TikTok. So she's showing all the signs that she's a flipping donut. This guy's out grafting, paying the bills. You know, he's tired from work. And she's still whinging at him. He's working so she can have the life she wants and she's complaining. Just remember, guys, When God created Adam and Eve, created the perfect woman, they had everything. Paradise, the garden, eternal life, everything. And that still wasn't good enough. So good luck out there in the field.
In the sex work industry, do you see it as like an empowering thing?
Absolutely, yes.
It's a form of shadow work.
Shadow work?
I would say
Yeah.
legal.
What is shadow work?
Shadow work
Yeah, what's
is,
that?
so it's basically, say you have a disempowering like childhood, like something really traumatic happens to you. You start forming all these beliefs in your subconscious mind, and that's what ends up leading you in your adult life. I know that majority of the sex workers that I work with have really traumatic childhoods, so they go to sex work as a way to actually re-empower themselves from what happened to them when they were children.
They weren't valued by their parents.
It's a lot of things. So
Yeah.
for her case, it's safety. So she had this underlying
Or maybe the fact they're being taken advantage of and manipulated. Do they not think about that one?
desire of safety. Pick your brain and like understand where this sensation of like not feeling safe came from. But we see sex work as a stepping stone. I think where it gets muddled and the perception that people see is like all of the negative, and they don't see how it actually can be the stepping stone, like I was saying, like for me to God and to re-empower yourself.
I just find it funny how they say S work, like you're a bizzle. That's what it is. They're trying to run from that word. But shouldn't we be looking at those people that come from broken homes and have traumatic childhoods? Yeah, I'm not excluding that fact. But these people are being manipulated and exploited by these sick people. That's what it is. And they're lying to them. They're making them believe that it's empowering when they know and we know it isn't. When men are afraid of you.
What an idiot!
Creepy Joe, hey.
What?
Do you know her?
Yeah, of course I know her.
You have no idea who she is, man. What are you doing? Is this how you pick up ladies? I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Get out of here, man, before something bad happens to you. This is somebody's daughter, man. Are you crazy? Hey, buddy, take my advice, man. Get out of here, man.
No.
Good man.
Bro,
Hey, I'm not going to tell you again, man, or this is going to end up really bad for you. Get out of here, man.
Most of these pranks are set up and bullshit, but if this is real, fair play to that guy, because there is a lot of creeps out there who think they can say and do what they want to random women. So yeah, I'm glad this guy stood up to him.
How good are you at house cleaning?
Damn, straight to
Excellent.
it.
And cooking?
Excellent. I'm a country girl. My dad had a farm. I was raised on a farm. We had chickens. We had pigs. Yeah, and I want to really get back to that again, actually. I just bought a house in August.
Damn.
And getting chickens, goats, probably some ducks.
Would
I love to clean.
Be willing to just stay home and not work?
I don't work.
Oh, that's
I'm
outstanding.
retired. Yeah, I don't work.
Okay.
Don't plan on going back. Nope.
You're going to be the provider. I'm looking for work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you used to do?
Recycle.
This is the most civil pop the balloon I've ever seen. They're just getting straight to it and what they want. I like it.
Recyclables,
Okay.
janitorial.
Okay.
Skills I picked up. I've done some time, a substantial amount of time.
Time doing what?
Incarcerated.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to specify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know what? Yeah, it might not work out, but these two seem like they got on well, and that went pretty smooth. And they both were honest about what they want. This is the thing, like they're both adults. They've, a lot of the young people today, they say and think a lot of bullshit, which they know isn't true. And these adults have been round the block a few times. They know what they want, and they just get it out there. And this is what a lot of people need to start doing.
You were being a little bit disrespectful when you walked up, right?
I agree.
Okay, so that's all I'm trying to say.
I'm a disrespectful ass person.
I know, that's why I'm checking you.
You ain't checking real
Yes.
shit.
Oh, I'm not? I'm not checking nothing?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely
I'm not checking nothing?
It
I'm just trying to see if I remember you.
ain't a fucking problem.
It's not a problem.
You don't remember me because
Really?
I want to remember you.
Really?
Walking headache right
Okay.
there.
I'm gonna say this ain't gonna be no problem. We cool.
I don't even want to go on that bitch the way you act.
All right. Have a good night. Go on. Have a good night. Go ahead. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night. That way.
You're not finna tell me which way to go. Yeah, that's the big ball right there.
All right. This way.
Crater motherfucking face.
This way, man. I'm not gonna put my hands on you by being respectable. Just over here, please. Okay?
Oh, so
I try
now he finna
to be reasonable with you, but you could be reasonable with me, so have a good night.
Bye, bitch! I'm having flashbacks to dealing with women like this. Yeah, they just love confrontation and arguing, just being a pain in the ass. They love it. They really do. If this was a dude, yeah, he would have got moved on by those guys, but when it's a girl, it's a little bit difficult because a lot of guys, especially in security work, they're very hesitant about even just giving a girl a nudge because you can lose your job over that.
Our damn game! Up in a damn... What?
Nah, not the PS5.
What? What my PS5?
Oh, nah. That breaks my heart.
Then it's messed up.
No.
My controller's messed up. Oh my God.
No.
What I do to deserve this? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a goner, mate. Not the PS5, man. I couldn't imagine if this happened to me. This was heartbreaking to watch. It really was. I don't know what this guy did, but I'm pretty sure he didn't deserve that. I would have taken that video for evidence and I would have kicked her ass out and kept it moving straight away. No questions asked.
How incels are obsessed with the notion of Chads and Tyrones, and they think that if a guy is 6 foot and super good looking, women will do anything to be with him, no matter how terrible he is as a person. Well, a guy on Twitter has basically proved their point. As an experiment, he made a profile on one of the dating apps using this really attractive guy's photos, and he wrote in the bio, "I have a criminal record for being a woman, but we all have a past." And this is the photo that he chose to use, just some super good looking, generic Chad type guy. Now, personally, this would put me off matching a guy, but apparently it didn't put some women off. And this fake profile of a woman being got over 800 matches in 48 hours.
800?
If this is true, is really freaking messed up. Also, the amount of women messaging him first is upsetting me. Because not only have they matched him, but they're going out of their way to pursue him. And it's super reminiscent of when that model got arrested and his mugshot started circulating.
Yeah,
and all the women were
yeah.
like, oh, he can attack me, I don't mind. So messed up. So yes, any of these 800 ladies, if you're watching, you've very much let yourselves down. You've let womanhood down. And please don't match with guys who openly admit to being their ex.
Stop it. Get some help.
This is funny because, yeah, they just made themselves look right idiots because we've seen this time and time again. Like, these criminals who get arrested for horrendous crimes, they get hundreds of DMs and letters and flipping people outside, loads of women outside the prison gates saying they love them. Like, even Jeffrey Dahmer back in the day, the guy was openly gay, but he got hundreds and hundreds of women saying they love him, they want to marry him, they're obsessed with him. It's weird because when women get locked up for crazy crimes like killing people, you don't see groups of men stood outside saying they love them. It's really weird because a lot of us guys have probably been through it. We've played the whole nice guy thing to a girl when we're younger. That doesn't work. And she leaves you for a guy who's just come out of prison doing major stuff, or the guy who's just a knobhead. Yeah, it makes no sense. There's a lot of women who are just attracted to chaos, and yeah, you need to stay clear from those ones, man.
You know your ass is gonna be up on me. Why
the hell's going on?
Please answer it. Please answer it. Please.
Someone's cheating.
Please answer it. If you know you're gonna see me with you now, why didn't
This is a friend. Yes. So this is
that's
what
a friend.
Witness for.
Sebastian, chill out. It's just a friend.
Her friend Sebastian,
bro. And you got my kids on.
Imagine getting cheated on, and then the guy's name's Sebastian. That just makes it even worse.
On the ground.
What are you talking
about? Bro, you got my kids on the ground, bro.
Kids there?
My daughter's on the ground.
No.
Winter, a grown like this. I'm not even mad, bro, but you gotta go, bro. Feel me? She got DCF problems. She got all type of stuff, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is really crazy.
Man. Can you chill out?
This is crazy, bro. I don't know how you. Well, you know what? That don't even matter, bro. But dude, she got 2 kids, bro. She like if you see my daughter's on the ground, bro.
She
She's not on the ground.
Like, no, seriously, she's on the ground, bro.
She's on a cushion on the ground. You know she sleeps on the ground.
Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Look at my daughter, bro. Look how my daughter is on the ground.
Sebastian, what are you doing?
Look how my daughter is on the ground. You got that. You got it, bro. You got it. you got it, bro.
Getting the prey.
Oh.
Man. I couldn't imagine what he's thinking right now.
Look at my daughter. Look at my daughter.
I don't even know what to say, man.
I might as well turn off all the lights. I ain't got it.
Man.
Elena, this is crazy, bro. I mean, you had a girl on the ground. Like,
yeah, the kids were just on the ground when she's with another dude.
Respect,
I'm not even gonna lie, guys. This video just got me so heated. I couldn't even speak. Like, as soon as I saw that the baby's right there, the kids on the ground, if I was this dude, yeah, that would have been a one-way ticket to prison. I'll tell you. When I see this shit, cheating is bad enough, but when there's kids involved and they're being neglected, it just angers me on a different level. These people just don't deserve to be parents. And that guy, more often than not, didn't know that she had another man, but the guy knew there was kids there, kids in the next room, and he was still laying it down with that girl. What is wrong with these people? They need to be locked up and they throw away the key. And the man recording, I don't know how he stayed that calm. Because, yeah, like I say, if I saw those kids being treated like that, that would have been a straight jail sentence for me right there. But I hope he used all this for evidence and he gets full custody of those children and she never has to see him again because she's clearly not fit to be a parent. He hides his OF purchases from his wife. Yeah, a lot of people do these days, it seems, because these OF chicks are raking it in.
OF! McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. OF!
That's my best friend.
OF!
That's my best friend.
Burger King.
Yep, that was me
Chick-fil-A.
eating out.
Oh.
So not only does he have a shit diet, he's a simp as well.
OF is your best friend with how many purchases? I agree.
OF! Why would I pay for that?
OF!
Okay, but why would I pay for that, Caleb?
Why would it be on the credit card of yours?
Because my
McDonald's,
best friend
of
had
course.
it.
Yes.
And he was
Grandview Country Store. OF!
Grandview
OF!
Country- okay.
OF! OF!
Wow.
OF! 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 OF!
Got him.
How many dudes are like this flipping donut here who are funding these girls? Because, yeah, they're making millions and there's thousands and thousands, millions of dudes just like this guy trying to hide it and play it off like it's nothing. I don't know what goes on in these guys' brains, but I can't relate to it.
So my body count is 500 and it got me thinking, what is
500?
the average person's? Like,
I'd be right up there with you, girl, except my dad kept saying this stupid phrase throughout my childhood. It was so redundant. What was it? Oh, I love you.
I know I'm not the only one that thinks this, but being single right now, like, you are cooked. You're cooked, dude. There's no hope. There's no hope for you. And here's why, right? Dating apps, waste of time. Literal waste of time. You match, you message, crickets, right? Everybody on there is wasting each other's time. And then on social media, maybe you see a person on social media that you like, and then you DM them and they answer and you guys are chit-chatting. They're talking to 80 other people, right? And so are you.
Yeah.
You're not innocent. Let's be honest. And then let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is going up to people in public. Those days are gone, right? I don't know what it is, but you go up to a girl in public and either she's going to just be totally mean to you for no reason, or her friend is going to come out of nowhere with a tequila soda and dump it on your head.
Yeah, the fridge is always protecting the snacks. Always.
Which I just don't understand, right? Especially, like, if I'm just being nice, like, what's up with that? If you think I'm ugly, just tell me. But that being said, I'm just kidding. You'll be fine. You're going to meet the person of your dreams. It'll happen.
I do agree. More often than not, it is a waste of time, but there are a lot of people who do have success, you know, talking to people online. I know a few friends of mine who have met their, you know, their partners on dating apps or on Instagram, whatever. Yeah, most of it ain't going to go to plan, but there are a small percentage of people who do find success in it. Yeah, and he's also right about being approached, because girls go to the club, well, people in general go to the club to meet other people, and they still act like you can't approach them there, which is 99% the reason why they went in the first place, is to get attention. So yeah, it is difficult out here now.
What's your relationship advice?
If your man cannot afford your bills, you need to find a job, not another man.
I feel like one of the nuances missing from the women aren't dating anymore, women aren't in the dating pool, they're leaving men, is that ain't no fine shit out here, okay? The men are ugly. They look tired, smelly, gross, okay?
What?
Nothing. When was the last time you saw a hot-ass man in person?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, she is right. Men are tired. Tired of listening to bullshit like this.
I would love to see a reality show, kind of like Survivor, except one island is just all men, and one island is just all women.
Yeah, they already did that. And within the hour, the men already built fires, were starting to build shelters, caught a bunch of fish, were cooking the fish, and were dancing around the fire. Like an adult Lord of the Flies up in that bitch. The women, on the other hand, didn't do so hot. They had extreme difficulties building a fire. Their shelter didn't really give them shelter, and there was a lot of crying.
Yeah,
the
I
women
remember.
were pretty thirsty too, because they found a container, but they didn't want to clean it out to fill it up. It was too dirty. And if I remember correctly, the women only lasted 2 days out of a 6-week experiment before they joined the boys' camp. Because men will delegate roles. Hey, you focus on hunting. You focus on building a shelter. You guys focus on building a fire. The women focus more on emotions and not upsetting each other, and we're all equal and I don't want to ask you to do this. While the men were literally eating cooked fish, dancing around a fire.
And I remember when they went to the men's camp to ask for water, and no, you would think they would drink it. They didn't drink it, they washed their hair in it. Yeah, that just says it all, doesn't it?